Hey everyone, this is Nothing TV. I'm your host Louise Schofield.
And I'm your co-host Rob Colfer.
And today we're joined with the man, the myth, the CEO of Nothing. We've got Carl Pei. How you doing, Carl? You good?
Very good. Very happy to be here.
Guys, we are going to be giving you the specs and the pricing very, very soon in around like 20 minutes time, so don't go anywhere.
Don't tell them it's going to be 20 minutes or they'll just scrub right through.
Well, why would you tell them to do that?
No, look, I didn't mean to tell them they could do that, but...
Guys, don't do that. Stay with Rob. Stay with us, okay? And yeah, you can Google it, but stay with us because, you know, we've got loads of stuff to say and very exciting stuff to do. But Carl, what are we doing here today? Because it seems a bit chaotic down there right now.
I mean, it's launch day, so they're, I guess, just doing their thing. But today we're here to sell phones.
Yes.
This is the Phone 3A.
Ooh, beautiful.
And here's the Phone 3A Pro.
Oh,
well, hold on, you
fantastic.
get two phones.
Yeah, two variants. They're both the Phone 3A family.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is the more up-spec version.
Yeah.
This has a better camera. That's the main difference.
Well, we're going to have a little look downstairs. Let's see what's going on downstairs because I've heard it's absolute chaos right now.
They've got a DJ down there.
We've got a DJ down there. Look at that. He's going for it.
Is that normally going on down there?
I'm not sure, but yeah, I think they're just doing their thing.
Now, we actually set up a phone line. Let a few people leave a few voice messages for
Okay.
you because
Oh,
your
yeah,
customers love to let you know how they're feeling. Are we all right to play a few right now for you?
Of course.
At this point, I think we should introduce Rob G, our producer.
Shout out, Rob. Can you roll some voicemails for us, my love?
I can indeed. Let's start with number one and then we'll play a few more later on.
Beautiful.
Hey mate, what's the story with the Asbo? I saw a tweet about it. You've been drinking at bus stops again. But
Asbo?
seriously, do you actually have an Asbo?
Do you have an ASBO?
What's ASBO?
An antisocial behaviour order. There we are. Rob G has pulled it
Oh.
up for us.
Here we go.
Is that your name, Mr. Carl Pei?
Yep.
Nothing Technology Limited?
Uh-huh.
Antisocial behaviour.
Oh,
You've got
this
an
is the fly post string, right? I've seen a lot of brands do it actually, like some really
Yeah.
cool brands as well. So I think it's fine. Our legal team hasn't said anything.
Yeah. And you haven't got an ankle tag or anything like that?
Nope. All
No,
good.
Nothing on
Yeah,
there,
okay.
guys. He's allowed to be here today. But we have got more, Carl. That wasn't it. So, producer Rob, can we get another one, please?
We can indeed. Can I just say I'm really proud of having a CEO with an ASBO, so props to him. I'm going to play a little montage now of a few of them. There's going to be more coming later, so bear with me.
Can I get the new Nothing phone for free? I don't have any money. I love the back of your phone. It's very nice. Please, brother, I need $1 million.
I mate, really excited for the Nothing Phone 3 to come out later this year. Let me know when.
What the Sigma?
Hey Carl, have a great day and hopefully Phone 3A come out early.
When Nothing Phone 3.
Okay.
Okay, well, sounds to me, Carl, that everybody wants to hear all about the phone 3, which is coming out a little bit later this year, isn't it?
Yeah, we're still working on it. It's being cooked right now.
Ooh.
We'll be able to share more soon, but today is all about the Phone 3A.
Oh, well, Carl, you've got them right in front of us. You did mention them a little bit earlier. Can we have a little look at them? Can we have a little hold of them, have a
Here you
little
go.
feel? Oh, this looks super smart. I love the design of this, and I think what's really like unique about the Nothing phones is the fact you can see the back. I think it's really nice, the kind of see-through design that you get with these, and it's really lightweight as well. This was really lightweight.
First thing I go
Selfie.
to on a new phone is always the camera.
Camera's important.
Taking pictures of dogs, not my dogs.
No,
Other
dogs?
people's dogs.
that's good.
I'm noticing a little more symmetry this time round in the design. What's the thinking behind that?
Somebody tweeted at me recently saying that our designs are strange AF. I think referencing the camera kind of not being symmetrical. We want to design a product where people, like when they see it from 10 meters away, they can recognize it.
Absolutely.
So that's some of the idea like behind driving this design.
Absolutely, and that's the ethos behind Nothing, isn't it? Is to make it stand out and have something unique in your pocket. And I think it's really nice that you get a white and a black and a grey as well. I think, are there any other colours involved in these phones?
Yeah, here's a gray one.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, fantastic. Do you want to hold that one?
That one looks lovely. Oh, these are
Pro.
nice. Look at this.
This blue version as well.
Oh,
wow.
the blue is lovely. The blue is a bit of me here, guys. Can we just have a little look at this?
Now, which of these colours would you expect to sell the most?
I think people are pretty like when you ask them, they will say they want the colorful options.
Like the blue.
Or like yellow, red, green, you know, those colors. But when they actually buy the product, they tend to go for a more conservative option because they don't want to stand out that much. So I think the black one is going to sell really well,
Yeah.
followed by the white version.
There we go. Well, let's have a little look what's going on downstairs because these are the guys doing the packing, boogieing, and I think there's lots going on downstairs. Let's have a little look. Oh, they're still going. They're still vibing, guys.
Oh, wow. If they continue, I will be down there for a rave after this.
This is the time.
Hope they're having fun.
Well, Carl, we have given you some voicemails, but we're going to go into something a little bit different now. We do have a leaked email that we've come across. I don't know whose hands it's been and who's found it, but somehow it's gone out. You might want to change your passwords, I'm not too sure. But this is, you talking about the year of innovation in this, Carl. Tell us a little bit about that. What do you mean by 2025 will be the biggest year yet?
Can I just jump in before you answer that, Carl? You're talking about the year of innovation.
Yeah.
You run a tech company.
Yeah.
Shouldn't every year be a year of innovation?
So if I had to say it, it will probably be that this year is our year of maturity. Like in the past couple of years, we've been building the team, making these products. The team has gotten stronger and stronger. We recently really upgraded our camera team as well. So it's more that our products are higher and higher quality so that this year we can compete with some of the best companies out there. Hence year of maturity. So that's kind of how I would classify it.
Obviously, you are a startup. How does that feel to kind of be in that situation where you're moving into that major player zone?
It feels normal.
Yeah.
Not nervous?
Not nervous,
Progress.
but at the same time, we got to remember that we're only 0.1%
Yeah.
of the entire market, because the smartphone market is huge.
Yeah.
1 billion are sold every year. So even doing sales in the millions, that's still a very, very tiny part of the market. At the same time, it feels like we've kind of paid our dues. We've done a lot of boring but necessary things, and finally it's time that we can have a little bit more flexibility and do more fun stuff. So this year is like turning a page, and we're going to do a lot more interesting products this year.
We've got some more voicemails for you because there was lots of people that got in touch, Carl. So we're going to have a little delve into a few more. Producer Rob, can we have a few more voicemails, please?
Yeah, we're going to go through these one by one. So we've selected these because we thought they might be quite interesting for Carl to answer. So on to the first one.
Hey Carl, when are you coming back to OnePlus?
Never.
No. Done.
On to the next one then.
Hey Carl, Q-Tran, really nice to speak to you. I need some advice. I'm currently a student at Leicester Uni studying business. Honestly, I'm really not learning anything from my teachers. I've set up my own business online that offers AI solutions to replace popular apps on the App Store, and it's going pretty well. We're doing around 10 to 15k in revenue a month, and honestly, I want to drop out, but I think it'll break my parents' heart. I don't know what to do. What do you think?
Sounds like it's heart versus passion. Parents' heart, passion project. Which one would you go for? Would you break your parents' heart for a passion project?
I would tell this person to stay in school. I think most people need to stay in school. You got to be very lucky to not go to school and still make it. I don't think people should look at Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg and say, hey, I'm the same. I don't need to go to school. So my advice would be stay in school. If you can run your side hustle, do it. But it's good to have a fallback in case it doesn't work.
That's it.
You went to school?
I went to school.
Did you stay in school?
I dropped out, yeah. It was more because I was gaming a lot.
You were gaming?
Yeah.
A lot. So you weren't keeping up with the studies, or what was the...
Yeah, I was playing League of Legends.
Oh, yes.
And then I had to write my thesis, and I just kind of didn't write it. But don't copy me. It's not a not a good role
Don't play
model.
League of Legends when you're meant to be doing stuff. It's not good.
Stay at Leicester Uni.
That's it.
Pay your dues. Keep your parents happy.
Mm-hmm. I think
You've
you
heard it
still
here
play
from
League of Legends.
Yeah,
but
no, still play League of Legends. League of Legends
Do you
is great.
still play League of Legends?
I do not.
No.
I do not.
You haven't got time for that now.
I play. I just finished Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
A couple years late.
Yeah.
I finished.
So we're going to have a little look at both the 3A and the 3A Pro, and I want to have a little deep dive into them if we can, some of the specs, because you're very vocal online, and your customers are able to kind of give their feedback on what they'd like in a new phone and all that kind of stuff. So what have you kind of took on board from what people have been saying from the customer side and put into the 3A and 3A Pro?
I think my understanding of this mid-range price category is that consumers just want a really solid experience. They want a balanced experience, so meaning that the camera, the battery life, the screen, the OS, everything just kind of works. They don't want to worry too much about it. So typically when it comes to the mid-range category, it's pretty much ignored by our industry because people usually just focus on the top-end phone or the flagship phone. They put their best engineers on that product and not the best people on the mid-range product. So we try to, we can't work like that because we're a startup. We have to work harder to gain people's trust. We put the entire team on every single product. So I think it's going to be one of the best mid-range experiences on the market. And beyond just satisfying the basic needs for the consumer, we also really focus on the camera for the phone 3A.
So why have you decided to bring out the Phone 3 a little bit later on in the year, but go with 3A and 3A Pro now? What was the kind of thought process behind that?
Yeah, to be honest, it's because we didn't have the Phone 3 last year.
Fairs.
And I know people are complaining, they're saying that, oh, why don't you have the flagship first and then the mid-range later? And because we didn't launch the Phone 3 last year, it just happens to be that we launched the A series before the flagship series. So there's no law saying you have to do it one way or the other, so people just have to deal with it.
Absolutely. And what are the main differences between the two phones? Because obviously, like, with look, they've got like the very nothing feel to them and the design and everything, but what is the kind of difference in specifications and or maybe the look of the two different phones?
I mean, the main difference is the camera. They both feature 3 cameras, but the Pro has a periscope camera.
Yes.
What exactly is a periscope camera?
So there's very little space inside of a smartphone to put high quality camera sensors.
Yeah.
And basically a periscope is a camera sensor that lies flat like this. And then there's a mirror here that reflects it back.
Right, like a submarine kind
Like
of.
a submarine, so you can fit a lot bigger of a camera here.
Brilliant.
And what it allows you to do is to zoom in optically. So let's say you're at a concert.
Well, don't give too much away on the zooms, because I think we're going to come to that
All right,
later.
okay.
A little bit later on, but I want to get a little bit geeky, I do, Carl, if that's okay. So you've teamed up with Qualcomm on the processor, which is very exciting and very powerful. What made you kind of choose Qualcomm for the processor?
Our users have been asking for it, and Qualcomm processors are, they provide a really solid user experience. I've been using these products for the last couple of months, and it's very smooth. And it's powerful enough, like we're using the 7S Gen 3. It's powerful enough for some of the most demanding games.
So you can play games on these?
Yeah, of course.
Could you play PUBG mobile?
Of course. PUBG, League of Legends.
League of Legends.
Is that
basically
you
every
plugging
game.
League of Legends again?
Yeah, it's I spent a lot of time on League of Legends mobile a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Was that while traveling or was that while in business meetings?
It was after work.
After work, yeah, chilling, having a nice time to yourself. Well, guys, there are some more specs. So if you want to head over to nothing.tech, not right now because we have got loads more to say, but there are some quality tests of the phones over on nothing.tech as well. All the information that you need. So head over to there. Not yet though. Wait after this.
Producer Rob, are we missing anything there?
Well, from my point of view, one of the highest requested features from the community has been eSIM. So maybe we can just discuss how that's included this time.
Yes.
eSIMs. What is an eSIM?
You can, through the software, just select which carrier you want. It can be when you're traveling abroad, but it can also be when you're in your home country. Let's say you're going to Japan, and before you fly to Japan at the airport, you can just buy a Japanese SIM in your phone and have it activated.
That's it. And you do a lot of traveling, don't you, Carl? So
Yeah, and then you can compare prices versus if you first travel and you go to the airport and then you have to pick the expensive options that are there.
yeah.
What are you most excited for? Be honest with us.
On it.
No.
Producer Rob, are we open?
We're not.
Sorry.
Let me just send the store manager up there with.
Oh, okay. Sorry, we're just kind of.
Store manager's going to come up.
Sorry.
What did you want? Do you want to buy a phone or?
Are you Carl Pay?
Yeah, hi.
Hi. What are you doing?
We're filming a video.
Nothing.
I thought we had
Rob's job was
security
to
here.
stare, but you didn't stare hard enough at it.
No, I should have stared around.
Yeah. I mean, Carl, are you thinking about opening up any more stores? Because, of course, we're in the Soho store right now. Would you like to open up a few more stores around the UK or even beyond? Because, like you say, your customers are from absolutely everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah, I would love to. I think it's a good start.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Enjoy. See you
ya.
later.
See you there.
Another
Okay.
happy customer.
Nice gift bag.
Another happy customer.
Happy
I think
customer.
this store was a good start. I think we can make it a lot better, and I'm looking forward to opening more of these around the world.
So you know your customers very well, and we all know that we all love a camera. If we didn't have a picture of our daily run to show that we do 5K, if we don't show pictures of us going abroad, did it really happen? And if we don't take a picture of our food, do people really care? Is in our
we even
society, did we even eat?
Are we
Exactly.
starving?
If it's not documented, it didn't exist. So cameras are so important. What was your thought process, and how important was it to get that right for
Let
you?
me set something up first.
Oh, set it for
okay.
us. Look at that.
Do
There
you
we go.
actually run?
Yeah. Just don't post it. I'm an anomaly.
How fast do you run 510?
Do they?
Because earlier, before we were shooting, you were saying that you don't run.
Okay, cameras, right?
Yeah.
What's that like?
I'll show you later.
Oh.
Let's talk
okay.
about cameras. Cameras are one of the main reasons why people buy smartphones. If
Yeah.
you look at the apps they use in a phone, camera is always one of the top 3 apps. And for us, we didn't want to overcomplicate it. I think the best camera you have is the one that you have on you when something happens. So we just wanted to create a really simple point and shoot experience. You see a scene that you like, take your camera out, take a photo, and it's a good photo.
There's so many times
That's it.
when something happens and you're like, I wish I could have got it out quicker. Like
Yeah.
somebody falls over and you weren't there to catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
them
the
hit the
smartphone,
ground.
that's why the smartphone camera is so popular, right? Because you always have it in your pocket. So that's our philosophy. Point and shoot always works, always get a good photo.
I mean, Rob, you've been quite intently listening to this camera talk. I feel like it's very up your alley. What have you learnt though? Come on.
I've
give us
learned a
some
lot
spiel.
about these cameras. Okay, first off, I've learned what periscope means.
Go on.
Periscope, we're talking submarines. We're talking, you need more distance on these ones so that the something can go along there too. A mirror, right? And then out, rather than the short distance here.
So you have
Okay,
more
that's
space.
Hey?
So you have more space.
Well, yeah, we can
More
see it on the
space.
video here. Look at this. There you go.
There we go.
It's
More
the-
space for the camera. Periscope lens.
There you go.
I've also learned that they have 3 cameras on this one, which, Carl, is a bit weird to me. It's the first time you've done it, but it's weird to me because you once tweeted that you don't need that many cameras. What's that all about?
You don't need that many low quality cameras. We'd rather have fewer but better cameras. But now we feel like we can add another high quality camera. And what we've seen is that, actually I've seen it with myself and with my friends. We normally take photos in 2x. I don't know if you guys do that. Like you go to 2x zoom and take the photo.
Yeah.
This way you don't have all the distortion on the sides of the image and it looks a lot better.
Like cleaner.
Cleaner.
Yeah.
So basically I've been shooting in 2x for the last 1.5 years.
Yeah.
And now with the periscope camera or the regular zoom lens, we can take 2x or 3x. So on the phone 3A, it's a 2x optical. And with the periscope on the phone 3A Pro, it's 3x. So if you're it could be like you just want to take a cleaner crop without the distortion. But also when you're at a concert, as an example, and you want to take a photo of the singer,
Yeah.
you can't walk because there's people in front of you.
Yeah.
Just use the zoom camera.
That's beautiful because there's
Yeah.
so many pictures I take at gigs and the pictures look horrendous and it's all like very noisy and horrible. So it's a really important part.
So it's like 2x or 3x optical zoom, meaning it's the hardware
Yeah.
zoom. And then we can go up to 60x in software.
Okay.
So you can go really, really
Now
close
we're
if
talking
you want.
60x, you can like read people's thoughts from a distance.
That's the next
Yeah,
one. That's what the
yeah.
innovation is this year,
Yeah.
guys. Watch out. It's coming, 2025. So we've covered quite a bit there, Carl. But is there anything else about the cameras that we should know? Because I feel like there's a lot more to go for.
Yeah, we've done a lot of work. Let me show you the presets. So now we have presets, basically different styles of images. This is
Oh,
soft
that's
focus. This is black and white, wide angle, etc. So these are not just filters, but they're a couple of different parameters together. So if you look at the info, it's lens, focal length, exposure, plus filters. So we've also added the ability for you to add your own presets. So these are ones that I made. This is motion, Fujifilm style, food. And we've also added the ability for you to share. So this will generate a QR code and somebody
brilliant.
else just had to scan it to also get that preset onto their phone.
I love what you did with the color swatches as well and how that matched up. The design of that is really nice, what you've done there.
Yeah, I'm not a pro, so we have a lot of community members who are super talented. So I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to them creating a lot of presets that I can try.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like we're just mentioning design there. The design of the actual phone is a big thing for you, I know, and it's a big part of the Nothing ethos as well. Symmetry is a big one for you. So how was it when you were kind of thinking about the phone 3 and the 3A and the 3 Pro and thinking about the symmetry?
There we are on screen. So on the one hand, people keep going on about the symmetry. And on the other hand, people keep going on about the symmetry.
What?
Ta-da! It's a symmetrical.
The symmetrical joke.
Okay.
Okay, so we had a look at the design there, but let's have a look at the design process. Talk us through a little bit about that, Carl.
I mean, if we take a step back and look at the industry, I feel like a lot of companies just try and make pretty looking products. But then when you put them all together on a table, you can't really see which brand it's from. They're not thinking holistically about design. I think, Sony used to be a company that thought holistically about design in the past.
Yeah.
I think Apple does that today. You can immediately tell when something is an Apple product, even if you don't see the logo. So we try to do the same thing with Nothing. Like before we even started designing our first products, we created a book with our creative inspirations from movies, from furniture design, from architecture, and we just created that mood board of what we wanted our brand to be and feel like. And then we developed all our designs based on that book, so that every single Nothing product, even if you can't see the logo, you can still understand it's a product from us. That means we have this concept called technical warmth. So we celebrate the raw technology behind our products, like the engineering, but also the human warmth, like the humans that made the product.
I love that.
So it's got these also really fun elements. I think that's the philosophy. We want to create icons for every single product we make. Somebody being like 10 meters away should be able to tell immediately that it's a Nothing product. And we don't have to reinvent the design for every single generation. The phone 3A is an upgrade. It's an iteration on the phone 2A. You can see that it's different, but you can also see that they have a lot of things in common.
So it's an iteration, but you've also changed materials this time around.
Yeah, one of the things we wanted to do was to make it feel more premium. So if you look at the housing here around the cameras, it's now metal.
Let's have a look.
It's metal instead of plastic, and we changed the back to glass, so it's colder to the touch. So when you're holding the product, it just feels a lot more expensive than the previous generation.
What sort of effect do you think that'll have on consumers when they feel this phone? They're going to think it's slightly more premium, but also,
I don't know. I just like it. I like expensive stuff. So it just feels more expensive.
What's the most expensive thing you've got?
It's probably not good to share here.
Oh, really? Is that because it's illegal?
It's legal. It's legal.
No more Raspberries. No more Raspberries. We don't anymore.
Next question.
No.
Get a bit shifty there,
Keep
Carl.
it going. So you've got different color options here, as we can see. You've got a lovely white, you've got a black, you've got a blue. What's your favorite color? I think you said the white before.
Yeah, white. I mean, that's where the design, I think, really shines. I think most people are going to buy the black one because they want to play it safe.
You've got the grey.
Which is fine.
Which one's yours, Rob? What you like?
I actually quite like the blue.
Do you?
Because of the contrast
Let's have a look
with
at the blue.
the
Go on,
red.
lift it up. Let's have a little cheeky gander at that. Look at that. And that's a team effort, isn't it? Like, you've got your initial idea and the team come in and build it and make it what it is. So are you quite proud of what the team's come up with this time around?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a company is all about the people working there. It's just a group of people making products or services for other people.
Yeah. So we're going to have a little look at the AI now. AI is integrated into our society now. So how important was it for you to get that right within the phones?
I think most consumer AI is bullshit.
Yeah. Love that.
People they have a big vision and they kind of hype the consumer up, and then when the user buys the product, it's super disappointing.
Yeah.
I almost want to ban the word AI at Nothing, because it's just a technology. It's just one of these ingredients we're using to cook a meal.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is what we do with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I think with these phones, you've got it built into the hardware as well. You have a button.
We have this key here on the side. We call it the Essential Key. Right now, we map it to a feature called Essential Space. And Essential Space is basically a journal, your second brain. Whenever you have a inspiration moment on the phone, you might be on Instagram or Pinterest and you see something you like, or you might be, on the camera and you see something you want to take a photo of.
Yeah.
Or you might just have a great idea. You want to record a voice note. You just hold the Essential Key and you speak into your phone.
Brilliant.
And everything you save into your space, we will then help you organize. We will help you categorize. We will help you create to-do lists or reminders if that's necessary.
Yeah.
So
rather than having it in different places, like currently on my phone, my photos are all filled with screenshots and just random different things.
Yeah, there's like right now there's not a super clear way to collect all your ideas in one place. As you say, on the gallery, there's like a bunch of screenshots, voice memos.
I screenshotted a Tesco club card from my brother, and I use it every time I go to Tesco, and every time I go I have to scroll a little bit further up to get to it.
There's also the Notes app, right? Like there's just too many places to put your ideas.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And we just helped you bring everything together in a super intelligent way. So let me show you some demos. So here I'm browsing on this website, wallpaper, and it's an article about Fukasawa design. I find this watch that I really like, and I can just hold the Essential Key to save it. I can also take a picture of something. So let's say I'm really excited about this in front of me. I open the camera, tap the Essential Key. And what it does is that it cuts out the image and only saves this part of the image into the Essential Space. So then if we go into the Essential Space, you'll see some of the stuff that I just saved, like the smartphone tear down or the watch. It helps me organize my thoughts. Whenever I have a moment of inspiration, I just dump it in. And then if you look here, it helps me categorize.
Nice, you got some graphic designs there.
So this is graphic design.
Brilliant.
This is design in general.
All the essentials.
What else? So it can also help you, all the stuff you dump into it can also help you rearrange and categorize. It would also suggest when there's a new category that should be made. So in this case, do you want to take the inspirations that you already have in your previous categories and create this new category called furniture? So you can review it. And
Oh, wow.
here are some of the images that it categorizes as furniture, and you can then proceed to save it.
I've got a feeling that's going to reveal some things about
A
yourself.
little
You go,
cheeky
"Oh,
essentials.
got a lot of
You
pictures of
never
other
know.
people's dogs here.
Essential. Essential.
And it also does reminders. So let's say, I have to remind myself to check my visa for India. I can just hold the key and speak into the phone. Hey, remind me to check my India visa application status later today.
Nice.
It saves it into the phone. It takes a couple of seconds to process. So set a reminder to check India's visa status. And then when you go to your home screen, you can also have a widget with all the to-dos.
Nice.
Amazing. That's really
You
good.
can tap here when you're done.
Oh, perfect. Then you go.
Fantastic.
You know when I flipped the phone over and the
Yeah.
light was on?
Yeah.
Actually, it was recording the conversation.
You sneaky man. What?
Oh,
So here
here
you
he is.
see
Okay.
like a summary of our conversation, basically.
Okay, importance of phones, new camera features, bad puns, software improvement.
Bad puns should be highlighted in every respect.
No, that's cool.
That's
cool.
wicked.
So whenever you're in a meeting, you just flip your phone over and it will help you summarize it. It will give you a summary that you can then share with the group.
I'd be
That's
flipping
brilliant.
it and just walking out the room.
Yeah, just
That'll be
see
back
what
to
you
black.
capture. It's good for uni students as well, though, if they're in a lecture or something like that. That's quite good. If they want to get some
Yeah.
information that they feel like they can read later. They can't be bothered to tune in now.
Yeah,
They
when
can
they're
just-
distracted.
That's exactly it. And then be like, oh, it's all right. Got to be essential space. Let's go. Be all
Cool.
good.
So that was Essential Space. Hopefully people will love the feature, and we're gonna keep iterating and building on top of it.
Absolutely. And it's a great striking name as well. And it does exactly what it says in the tin. So
Is there anything else you want to tell us about?
Maybe security for Essential Space. So when we save all this stuff, it's all on device. Sometimes we need to pass it on to the cloud to process it. So the processing happens on the cloud, and then once the processing is done, everything gets deleted from the cloud. So it's all local again.
one final thing that we need to cover is the pricing. People need to know how much one of these phones are going to set us back. So you've got the 3A and the 3A Pro. Let's have a little look on the screens right now, producer Rob. What have we got for pricing wise? Let's have a little look at this.
Rob G.
The grand reveal. Here we go.
Here we go. Ooh. That's good. What you're getting for the price is fantastic.
It begs the question, with these prices, how are you making money?
Uh,
How does pay get paid?
We're not making money yet. Our main goal is to grow in scale, because if you think about the market, it's huge.
Yeah.
Every other smartphone company is like 100 times bigger than us. So we need to get our volumes up so that we can then have better engineering to build even better products, but also get better pricing on our products. So the main goal is to grow. We're not making money, but I think at this price, we're going to sell a lot. So it's definitely helping us on that goal.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to have a look at the on sale dates now because we want to see when we can all purchase one. There we go. So this is when you can get your hands on your very own Phone 3A or the 3A Pro. Well, Carl, thank you so much for joining us. It's been great to have your time today. What are you
Thanks
up to
for
for the
having
rest of the day? You got anything fun planned?
Don't know. I think I'm going to help the team.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Thank you.
pleasure.
Love that.
Thank you, Carl.
All
Great
right,
work.
nice one, Carl.
Cheers.
See you later. Well,
Take
I
it
think
easy.
We need to
Seize
see
the
what's
day.
going on.
Carl Pay Diem.
There he is. Off he goes. Right, let's have a look what's going on down there because I think it's chaos. Oh, it's
Okay.
popping. It's popping. Right,
Okay,
come on.
still hopping
Come on.
off.
Let's go.
Packing.
He's going. Packing. This
Oh,
is,
there's Carl.
Carl's
There
joined.
he
There he
is.
is. Look at him. Is he dancing? Are we going to get a Carl
He's not
boogie?
just dancing.
We're not
He's
gonna
not
get-
dancing yet.
We're not gonna-
If you just check in the description, you will see a competition you can enter. Maybe you can win some stuff.
Which
Who
we all
knows?
love.
Check it out. We all love stuff.
We absolutely do. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I've been Louise Schofield.
I've been Rob Kelfer.
And it's been so much fun. All the specs as well are on nothing.tech, so make sure you head there for all the extra information. And of course, big thank you to Carl Pay, who is now living it up in the basement, baby. We'll catch you on the next one, guys. See you later.
See you later.